Wow, man. Feels like I haven't done one of those, or at least one of these, I'm sorry, in forever. Welcome back to my Scrape Universe. It's your boy, Ars Infinity. About to bring you this new review for a new... I'm so fucked up right now. I haven't done this in such a long time. For the new year. Just a few things that I wanted to go over because I'm going to be making a few changes. The first thing that I wanted to lead off on is I don't think a lot of people really understand what I'm about on this fucking channel, because I've noticed that in this time period that I wasn't really making a lot of videos, or at least I wasn't making rants / reviews. I had a lot of people who were subscribing, and then like literally a few minutes later they would be unsubscribing, and I figured out the reasoning for that. So I'm gonna go over this shit like right now. I am not going to tell you what you want to hear. I am not going to suck your dick. I am not going to stroke your ego. I am not going to affirm your bias. I am going to tell you my opinion on this fucking episode, on this series, and if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out. I do not care. Are we clear? Because I don't want to hear any fucking discussion about, oh, because my opinion is different than yours in this one regard, and I'm going to unsubscribe. I don't care. At all. That's just the way it is. Okay? If you have some, some logical complaints, some constructive criticism that you want to give me in the comment section, I care about that, right? I'm always open to constructive criticism. Give me that all you want. But if your fucking complaint is how my opinion is different than yours, fuck off. I don't care. Cool? Cool. Second thing that I was going to go into is that I'm going to be changing the way that I do my reviews and my rants. I implemented a scoring system. It's still in its beginning stages, but here's the general concept. Every episode that I do, and before I give a rating, the rating for every episode at the start is a 5 out of 10. So not good, not bad. In the middle, 5 out of 10. While I'm watching the episode, I'm going to be taking notes on what I think about certain points of the episode. I'm either going to be taking points off and adding them. So I'm going to be either subtracting minus 0.5 points. So that minus 0.5 is for anything that I think is either inconsistent or logically doesn't make any sense. I will take off 0.5 for that. For something that is egregious, like egregious ass pull or nonsensical suppression, stuff like that, I will take off a whole point for that. For things that I liked or I thought was enjoyable, I'll add 0.5. And things I thought that I really liked, that I thought were really good, I'll add a whole point to that. After I'm done adding and subtracting points, whatever the final score is out of 10 is whatever rating I'm going to give for it in the episode. You're going to see in this video, you're going to see like minus 0.5 in the corner and whatever else in the corner. That's telling you when I'm subtracting or adding points to the score. And at the end, I'll show you all my reasoning and list out all my subtractions and all my additions at the end so you can see it and you're not confused. Cool? Cool. For this episode, just so you know, I'm adding 0.5 off the bat because the animation was good. And I know a lot of people don't like people giving out, bonus points or brownie points for doing good animation because that's what they're supposed to do. I get that, but the animation was still good. So I'm going to give it 0.5 for that. So by this same system, like I already said, I made a video on this where I made corrections on my, my other rant, but I gave that episode a 0 out of 10. By this system, it wouldn't be a 0 out of 10. I already apologize. I did that. A 0 out of 10 was too far. I would probably, by my own ranking system, would probably be like a 3 or 4 out of 10. So not a 0, but a 3 out of 10. I think that's the only thing I wanted to go over. So let's jump into this shit, right? So the first thing, I don't know if this is a fucking, no, I'm 100% sure this is a Toei thing, but this shit, these fucking recaps, or not even recaps, these previews, where they're literally just taking the fucking preview from the previous episode and adding it to the start of the video to fucking fluff that shit up. like, and doing these long recaps and all this fucking exposition in the episode, I'm sorry, I'm not down with that shit. It took them about fucking 8 minutes to get into the fucking episode after I've been waiting 2 weeks for this shit. To get into the fucking fighting, it took them 8 minutes, right? 8 whole fucking minutes. And that is 100% a Toei thing. And because I know I've been watching One Piece and they did the exact same shit when I was watching that. They dialed it back, but this is way too much fucking talking, unnecessary previews. Recap was way too long. I had to take off -1. I just aggregated all that into 1 -1. I'm sorry, they need to stop doing that shit. It's really irritating to me. So, getting into the actual episode, we have this little showdown between the remainder Universe 11 and Universe 7. And I wanted to touch on this point here because this just proves that the writers they're not in sync with their own writing. So, what I found interesting, this guy says that the 2 universes that made it this far didn't do so simply because they were strong. They considered what they need to do in order to survive. In which I say to you, sir, no. No. No, the fuck they didn't, bro. You're telling me that Universe 7 considered what they need to do in order to survive, and they didn't win just because they were strong. Are you sure about that, my dude? Because, in case you haven't noticed, there was like no strategy implemented by Universe 7 in this fucking tournament. Like half the fighters right out the bat literally dipped from the main group and fucked off and did whatever the fuck they wanted. Literally. And then after that point, they just fucking knocked off universe at the 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 universe with virtually no difficulty. What did they consider they had to do? Be fucking really powerful, be OP, and knock everybody off. There's no real strategy in that. That's just straight power. I completely disagree with this fucking statement. But let's move forward. I gave 0.5 to this episode for Goku being a badass and activating Super Saiyan Blue in this man's face. And I also gave him props for the fact that he wasn't retarded and went some lower state of Super Saiyan instead of like he did before. The last time he went fucking base, and this whole fucking tournament, he uses this weird logic for what form he's gonna take. But this time he went Super Saiyan Blue out the bat, so I gave him 0.5 for that. But at the same time, I had to take off -0.5 because this man has fucking unlimited energy. This man has unlimited stamina. I'm sorry, not unlimited energy. This man has unlimited stamina, bro. This man's a fucking android. How many times does this man activated Super Saiyan Blue at this point? Like literally 14 times in this entire fucking tournament when it's supposed to be a heavy stamina drain transformation, and he said that he's been low on stamina like 3 times throughout this entire fucking tournament. Really, dude? What the fuck, man? So I gave him 0.5, but I had to take the shit off within like the next instant. Once I thought about it, I was like, oh wait, yeah, I forgot. This is fucking stupid. So anyway, let's continue. Jiren and Goku, they have this small conversation where Jiren asks Goku why he seeks to become stronger. And of course, Goku in his typical Saiyan fashion says, I don't know, I just want to be stronger because reasons. I guess Saiyan instinct just makes him want to be stronger as part of his blood. There's no real logical reason for it. His blood just, I guess it just pushes him to be stronger. Jiren says that he seeks what lies beyond strength. I don't know what the hell that means, but I guess we'll figure out later on in the series. Then we see Frieza face off against Dispo. He said, I've already come to the conclusion that Dispo is literally like the fucking super version of Birder. Literally, he is the super version of Birder. Sorry, but I'm the fastest of all the universes. Like, Jiren doesn't exist. So you're faster than Jiren, my dude? Are you sure about that? You're faster than the angels, my dude? Are you sure about that? Are you faster than the Grand Priest, my dude? Are you sure about that? Like, really, dude? I'm really getting tired of these people and their fucking claims that can't be supported in any capacity. But I gave 0.5 for this savage comeback by Frieza. It's my boy. He said, so, your specialty is running away. Well played. Well played. Dispo gave his weak comeback saying, I see you're looking to die again, which doesn't make any sense because A, you can't kill him, because if you did, you would be eliminated, and B, he can't die again if he's already dead, so stupid comeback is stupid. So getting into the fight, after Goku and Jiren had their exchange, our boy Vegeta, or at least my boy Vegeta, I'm a Vegeta fanboy, don't fucking hate me, alright? Vegeta comes through, and he says, Jiren, show me your strength, and he's doing fuck all to Jiren because he's Jiren, and I had to give a 0.5 because the choreography and just the savagery in this fucking fight was incredible. I actually really enjoyed, like, even though I was seeing Goku and Vegeta get their ass beat, the way that Jiren did it was so badass that I couldn't even be mad about it. It was like, I couldn't even be mad. I'm just like, wow, wow. Alright. And Goku has to help him out before he gets blasted, but Jiren hits him with a flurry of fists, and while he's getting hit with that flurry, Vegeta is actually watching, you see those blurs in his eyes, that's basically him analyzing and observing his punches. And after Goku gets sent flying back, Vegeta tries to help Goku and gets smacked, like, just fucking backhanded like a little bitch. I'm so sorry, but some of this shit was kind of, I had to rewatch this shit. This shit was kind of funny, me rewatching it. It was just kind of funny how he was dicking him. Again, I fucks with Vegeta, but Jiren is a fucking savage. I can't with this guy, man. This man was throwing my boy Vegeta around like a fucking ragdoll. And after Vegeta recovers and he comes back at Jiren, Jiren fires the same flurry of punches, and he starts dodging it as if he were kind of in Ultra Instinct. Says, I've seen through your shit, and I had to give a 0.5 to this for my boy Vegeta finally getting some fucking shine in this arc, because he has been completely thrown to the wayside and just been used as exposition for like a large portion of this tournament. So I had to give him 0.5 for this. Just because they gave my boy Vegeta some shine. Of course, Jiren is shocked that he even was able to hit him like that. And what was interesting is that TN said that he breached Jiren's energy. And see, the thing is while I fuck with Vegeta being able to push this man back and all that other shit, and it's like actually seeing Jiren being pushed back, I'm like, yeah, boy, hit this man, Jiren, hit this man. And I'm like, hit that man Jiren. I'm like, but at the same time, it's like, how the fuck is he able to do this shit? I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku couldn't do that. Like he literally didn't fucking land a scratch on Jiren. And it took him until he got into Ultra Instinct just to breach his fucking energy. And of course, we're gonna go into that, but Whis makes an interesting statement saying that while they're fighting, that, you know, he's trying to access Ultra Instinct, talking about Vegeta, and I don't think that's really accurate, and you'll also see why I think that later on in this review. But this show has a tendency of saying that someone is doing something, or something makes sense when it doesn't. They just kind of say, yeah, this is the way it is, or yeah, this makes sense, and don't expect anyone to challenge the logic that is literally countered later on in the same episode or episodes prior. But no, I don't believe Vegeta was trying to accomplish getting Ultra Instinct in this fight. I feel like before he was trying to get Ultra Instinct when he let himself get punched in the face that many times, but I don't think that he was trying to use Ultra Instinct or trying to access Ultra Instinct in this fight. I'll show you why later on. So my boy Vegeta breaches his energy again, this time even further by kicking this man dead center in his fucking abdomen. And this is the reason why I had to take off -1 here, is because this is clearly stated by Vegeta himself. You were faster and stronger when you fought Kakarot, right? So that means that Jiren himself was suppressing himself for essentially no reason. Remember, I just said that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku could not breach this man's energy, right or wrong. Like, he couldn't fucking do it. And now you're telling me that Vegeta can do this shit. So are you telling me that Jiren was suppressing himself by, like, over 20 times in this fight? What the fuck? What? How the like, okay, even if it's not times 20, like, he still suppressed himself to the point that he allowed Vegeta to, like, breach his energy. This man has been doing nothing for, like, 10 plus episodes. He should be able to detect how fucking strong Vegeta is and be able to raise his level to match however strong Vegeta is. I don't comprehend why he would suppress himself to such a great extent, and this suppression was completely pointless and stupid. So I had to take off -1. So on this note, there were some people saying that Vegeta, like, surpassed Goku, or that Vegeta was like he got stronger than Goku. Like, no, like, that's not the fucking case. Directly stated by Vegeta, Jiren was suppressing himself for some unknown reason. That's the reason why he was able to breach his energy and Goku wasn't. And that also explains why a weakened Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who was low in stamina, was able to fucking keep up with Jiren in any capacity. So that's the reason why Jiren was suppressing himself by a lot, because reasons. And by him saying this, my boy Jiren got he got triggered and started dicking my man Vegeta with, like, with straight savagery, my man, and just knocks him into the ground. And before this guy can even fucking recover, hits this man right in his fucking chest with an energy blast and pushes him way too close off, to almost off the edge of the fucking arena. And of course, Vegeta manages to survive by the fucking skin of his teeth, and I guess he was able to crush the energy blast in his hand to prevent himself being knocked off. So he's lucky that he was even able to do that, but he did have a lot of time to do it, so I didn't get subtract any points for Aspo or anything. He had a lot of time to do it, and again, Jiren is suppressing himself. So going back to the fight between Frieza and Dispo, Dispo attempted to use some after image shit against Frieza, like Frieza was gonna be fooled by that shit. Shows how he's a badass with the tail, grabs his fucking hand while he's trying to shoot him in the back. But Dispo decides, you know what? I want to make this work for me, and drags this man off his fucking feet and slams him into the rocks and makes him eat fucking Kachin. Frieza's my boy. I'm sad they had to do this man like this, but at the same time, both me and my friend agreed that this kind of had to happen because my man Frieza's too confident. He needs to take some of these fights more seriously. But I can already hear from some people, how the fuck is Dispo even able to, you know, do this to Frieza like this, right? How is he even able to do this shit? Like, he's not that powerful. Well, in case you guys didn't know, Final Form Frieza is weaker than base Goku, and he needed Super Saiyan Red to even fight Dispo. Like, he went Super Saiyan Red to fight Dispo. Like, you can go back and watch the episode. And if base Frieza is weaker than base Goku, and Super Saiyan Red Goku was required to fight Dispo, then he's not going to be able to beat him while in his final form. He's probably going to have to go Golden Frieza, which is overkill, but he doesn't have any in-between form like Goku does, like Goku has with Super Saiyan Red. So he's probably going to go Golden Frieza in this fight and beat this man Dispo. I'm hoping that he's not going to get eliminated. I'd be kind of upset if he did, but we'll see. Then we go into the fight with Gohan, 17, and Toppo, in which Toppo is giving this man Gohan the hands. When he's about to go in and rush him, right, he's about to stomp this man out, 17 interferes with a ki blast, and this gives Gohan enough time to fire a Kamehameha on the guy's face. And I don't know why he thought this was gonna do anything to the dude. Like, this guy was there for the fucking exhibition tournament, right? He was there. Like, you saw Goku use a instant transmission Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha in this man's face, and he was still standing. You know that, right? And of course, he was completely unfazed by that shit, so that was pointless. I'm guessing that it's either going to be Frieza or 17 is going to get knocked off next, or maybe Gohan. I have no idea, but one of those three is going to get knocked off within the next couple episodes. And we go back to this fight between Jiren and Vegeta and Goku. And of course, Goku being an idiot asks, Vegeta, You okay? Like, are you serious, dude? Why would Vegeta be okay after getting manhandled like that, bro? I swear to God, they make Goku fucking retarded in this show, man. And again, even Vegeta further confirms that Jiren is not out of breath, still not fucking trying his hardest, right? He's still suppressing himself. And Jiren comments that you will never be able to beat me. Your fists are arrogant. And I found this funny because he must not know who he's talking to. But he says your fists are arrogant and there isn't a speck of purity in the self-righteous way you fight. You're talking to the wrong one, Jiren. You're talking to the wrong one. Of course, Vegeta says, indeed, I am arrogant. That is his fucking staple. If we could make some entries into the fucking dictionary, Vegeta's picture will be right next to the definition of arrogant. No questions asked. He says, but to me, that's precisely what my pride is saying is, and people who've been watching this shit since Z already know that for a fact. And he charges up, and this is a different Final Flash from normal because he has used Final Flash and Super Saiyan Blue before in this tournament, but he's never actually used a charged Final Flash. So this is the first time we're actually seeing a charged Final Flash from Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And I gave him 0.5 for this speech that he made, this small speech. But my primary reason why I gave 0.5 to this episode was because Vegeta said that he wants to find a way aside from Ultra Instinct. And that's the reason why I said before when they were saying he was trying to get up Ultra Instinct. This is the reason why I'm saying, like, obviously he wasn't. If he's saying right now that he can have his Ultra Instinct, he doesn't give a shit about that anymore. So he's not trying to get that. So respect to him to try to find a way to get more powerful without the ass pull transformation that is Ultra Instinct. So I had to give 0.5 for that. They also did a homage, a callback to when remember when Vegeta used his Final Flash against Cell, like, you're not gonna try and dodge this shit, are you? You better not dodge this shit. And I have to give a whole +1. Usually, right, I don't fuck with light shows. Light shows are not enough for me to say it's a good episode, but this fucking Final Flash from Vegeta was badass. So I gave 0.1 to my boy Vegeta for a badass Final Flash. I fuck with this shit, and him being able to make Jiren block the shit. So after he hits Jiren with the shit, of course he's like, yeah, I did it. And he's like, before he could even finish his first sentence, that was when that boy Vegeta knew that he fucked up because Jiren was completely fine because he's Jiren. And I actually had to give another 0.5 to this episode because usually this episode, or not this episode, but episodes of Super in general, because I think this show is trash, right? This show doesn't elicit many reactions from me. The only reactions it can really get out of me is fucking undescribable rage. That's about it. But when I watched this shit, like, my jaw actually dropped because I expected Jiren to fucking, like, do his typical put his energy blast in your stomach or at your chest and just blow you away. But he fucking fried this man, Vegeta. Like, he just said, all that shit you were talking, forget that, bruh. Sit down. We done here. And Vegeta is fucking down. Like, my man got fried. Crispy fried, my dude. But that was the end of the fucking episode. I was asked in my other rant if I could do like a little coverage, not a very long segment, but just a little coverage on the, the end of the actual, well, not the end, but the preview for the next episode. So I'm going to do that. So it says here in the preview that just then Vegeta awakens to an amazing power beyond Super Saiyan Blue. And it says body and soul, full power release, Goku and Vegeta. So what the fuck does this mean? I think this means that Vegeta is going to get, not Ultra Instinct, I'm tripping. Mastered Super Saiyan Blue. So let me drink some water because my mouth is fucking dry. But I think that is Master Super Saiyan Blue because that's the only thing I could think of that would allow him to keep up with Jiren. And that's the only thing that they would be able to give Vegeta in general that's not Ultra Instinct, but still give him a new form so that he can, you know, keep up with this fight. So I definitely think this is Master Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I could be wrong. This right at the moment, Master Super Saiyan Blue has only been shown in the manga, but I definitely think that it's plausible that he could use Master Super Saiyan Blue and that he accomplished that form, or at least he got close to it but never really fully unlocked it, and then after this fight he got triggered into using it like Goku did with his Ultra Instinct. So I think that's definitely what we're going to be seeing next episode, probably a Master Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and if he does get that, I'll be glad that he got that instead of fucking the Ultra Ass Pool transformation. So my final rating for the episode was 7 out of 10. Yeah, I know, surprising, right? Coming into New Year's and I'm fucking giving a good rating to a Dragon Ball episode. Yeah, that's definitely how this is happening. So you can see where I gave points and where I subtracted it. It was plus 4.5 and minus 2.5. That's plus 2 to the starting off of the 5 out of 10 rating. So that's where the 7 out of 10 came out. So honestly, I was expecting coming into this I was going to have to rant about this shit because I thought that Vegeta got ass pulled past Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku. But because that's not the case, it just was a case of retarded suppression. I didn't have any reason to really rant about this. There was nothing that was so bad in this episode that was so egregious that I could actually hate this episode. It was a little slow. There were some issues in there logically, but it wasn't so bad that I could genuinely just sit here and fucking hate the show just for the sake of hating it and move along. So 7 out of 10, serviceable episode, enjoyable episode. I actually had some fun watching this. So let me know what you guys think below about this new rating system that I implemented. If there's any improvements that you might think that I might be able to add to it, just let me know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and that it made sense to you guys. Other than that, that's it. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. And welcome also to my new subscribers that came through after I hit 500 subs. I fucks with all y'all. Thanks for everything. Ars Infinity out.